We just moved into a 630 square foot apartment in Toronto, and this is the closet. I have this side and my partner Jeff has the other. And if you've seen my previous videos on small closet organization, and if you haven't, you should, it'll be in the description, then you know I'm pretty used to this, but in this space comes a new challenge. I've got nowhere to store my underwear. And that's because when we moved in, we had to get rid of our dresser. It just wouldn't fit in this bedroom without feeling overly cluttered. It was just way too big, so we had to ditch it. So in today's video, I'm going to organize my small closet and share my best renter-friendly tips to keep your small wardrobe neat, tidy, and organized. And as you can see, I'm no minimalist when it comes to my clothes, but we're still going to make this work. So this is what we have going for us right now. So I've got all my clothes hanging here, and I had this old hanging rod from the old apartment to add more vertical storage, so I'm hoping to hang my trousers, more dressier things right there. This laundry basket is going to go on Jeff's side of the closet. We're going to be sharing skirts and dresses. Who am I? This I got off Amazon. It is full of these like plastic shoe organizers, which I'm hoping I'll probably put up there to use the vertical storage the most efficiently. Laundry right now. And in here are a bunch of my clothes right now because I've been basically living out of this laundry basket since we moved in because I have no place to put my gym gear, my underwear, anything like that. So let's see what we can do here. But before we get started, I just want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, AG1. Since the common theme in this video is about simplifying, organizing, and optimization, AG1 fits in perfectly. I've been drinking AG1 every single day for 2 years now, and I think it's made a huge difference in my energy level and focus, where I really notice a difference in my mental clarity and performance when I skip a day versus when I take it regularly. Unlike a lot of other green drinks that I'm sure we've all tried, they always usually end up tasting really gritty and earthy, kind of organic, but I would say AG1 blends almost immediately, and I think it tastes great on its own. Green vanilla is the way I would describe it. AG1 is all about simplicity, which I love. You don't have to take a pharmacy's worth of supplements to get the same benefits, and not to mention it skips the clutter of all those extra pill bottles. So if you've been curious about trying AG1 for yourself and simplifying your daily health routine, head on over to the link in my description below to get a free 1-year supply of their vitamin D3 K2 drops, plus 5 of these super handy travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. Your support of the brands that you see on this channel supports me so I can keep making these videos. It means a lot. Thanks, AG1. Okay, let's get to the closet. Now that you've seen what I'm dealing with, let's get into my top closet organization tips. Number 1 is to declutter. Get rid of that shit. There's no point in organizing what you're no longer wearing. You're just gonna get overwhelmed, so get rid of it. Before we moved, I made sure to do a solid declutter of my wardrobe, so almost everything I had to organize was what I actually wanted to keep. But if you need some help decluttering your closet, I have a whole playlist you can watch and a free decluttering checklist in the description below, so make sure you check it out. Tip number 2 is to use the same hanger. Not only does this just look better from a visual standpoint compared to having a mess of plastic and wire hangers from the dry cleaner like this, I think it's a really affordable and easy way to upgrade your wardrobe almost instantly. And it actually helps with closet organization too because it keeps your clothes evenly spaced apart and it just looks better. Remember that the point of having an organized closet is to help you get dressed every day and make things easy, so pick a style of hanger you like and just stick to it. Number 3 is to utilize drawers. Now, I totally get that this is where having a dresser comes in handy because I'm always a fan of folding your foldables to maximize space. And there are garments that should always be folded anyway instead of hung, like wool or cashmere sweaters. But since I no longer have a dresser and I still definitely need some kind of drawer unit, I ended up buying this wire drawer unit from IKEA. So I tried coming up with a bunch of different solutions. I tried looking for a smaller set of dressers or like a tall, narrow dresser. Just didn't really find anything that I liked. I looked into Muji drawers because they have a lot of really cute, very aesthetic looking storage solutions, but in terms of the measurements, they were a bit too deep for this closet here, so my doors would never close. So the best solution that I could come up with was these John Axel drawers from IKEA. I measured, they should fit inside the closet and also be able to free up the other side for me to hang some of my trousers, things like that. So I'm hoping in here I'm going to be storing like my sweaters, cardigans, underwear, workout stuff, pajamas, all in these drawers. They just stack up. They stack up on top of each other and you can just sort of pull them in and out. So to me, this seemed like the best solution for this closet situation that we have going on over here. So let's put this together, see if it works. All right, so if there's anything I am bad at, it is following IKEA instructions. I'm gonna do my best, but I have Jeff on standby too. Right, Jeff?
What?
Jeff's currently doing it for me. Let's be real here. I think it's actually meant for laundry rooms or bathrooms, but to me, this was a really good hack and it seemed to work perfectly. And it was really easy to assemble because Jeff did it for me. Thanks, babe. Which brings me into my next tip, and that is to fold vertically. I know there is an internal debate on how to fold your clothes. Do you roll? Do you fold? But I've always personally folded my clothes vertically into thirds in that classic KonMari style. And this is simply because folding vertically just tends to save a lot more space in your drawers, and it makes your clothes easier to see since your clothes don't end up being stacked on top of each other and hidden away. And when you can actually see your clothes, you're more likely to wear them, so it's a win-win. Number 5 is to utilize drawer organizers and baskets. I've got to say, I can't believe it's taking me so long to get hip to the drawer organizer. I ordered these Scub, basically clothing organization drawer organizers, because I didn't like the idea of my clothes kind of being pushed through these holes here. So hopefully that will work out, keep things nice and organized. You just zip them like this. And then in it goes like that. I really never understood the point of putting stuff into more stuff, but these have been a game changer when it comes to closet organization. It allowed me to separate things like socks, underwear, bras, belts, my athletic gear, and now it just makes it so easy to see everything and keep it all tidy. Even though these boxes were quite affordable, they were less than $10 for a pack of 6, you don't necessarily need to buy brand new ones. You can always use things like baskets or shoe boxes that you have lying around, and I think it would work just as well. I also use baskets on the top of the shelf to hold things like my purses and sunglasses, so everything has a place, and a basket is just perfect to create that separation. Tip number 6 is to find some sort of shoe organization. So my old solution used to be just storing my shoes in the boxes, but I found I rarely ended up wearing them, and I even forgot about them because I could just simply never see them. So for this wardrobe, I didn't want that to happen, so I ended up getting these clear shoe organizers with these handy front-facing doors from Amazon, so the shoes are really easy to access and to see. They ended up being really handy because they clip into each other across, and they also stack on top of each other easily, so everything stays in place. I'm a size 7 shoe, and depending on the type of shoe, I ended up being able to fit up to 3 pairs of shoes in one box, and even things like running shoes and midi boots. I will say that these were a little bit clumsy and annoying to assemble, as you can see. There we go. And you hear that click, it's like sweet victory. But once I got the hang of it, it started going a lot faster, and I ended up being able to fit almost all of my shoes. I love the fact that I can actually see all my shoes now, and bonus, I was really able to optimize all the vertical storage I have in this closet, which could otherwise be wasted space. But there are other really easy ways to optimize your vertical space. A lot of hangers have these little hooks attached to them, and I never really knew what they were for, but it's to waterfall your clothes. And if your hangers don't have that, you can purchase separate waterfall hooks from Amazon. But this really allows you to maximize the amount of things that you can hang in your closet vertically. I've done this with my skirts, with some trousers, and I find it's working really well. The other thing I've utilized here is getting a second hanging rod, because I had all of this empty space next to my wire drawer unit, and now I can use this to hang extra trousers and even place things like taller boots in this space. So by taking advantage of your vertical space, you can really maximize the amount of storage and things that you can get into your closet. I feel like I've been doing this for like 3 hours, but we are coming along. So basically, it's really not even a seasonal capsule besides like a lot of my winter stuff. That's still going to be in storage, but pretty much all of this is seasonless, and I'm really thrilled that it fits all in here, and it doesn't feel overwhelming at all. Like, I am really, really impressed with the organizational efficiency here, but I'll just show you. So we've got everything on velvet hangers, so nothing feels cluttered. Everything's fairly evenly spaced apart. It's all on the same hanger. That is such a great way to make sure that everything looks really uniform and streamlined. I love that. Down here, oh my gosh, here we go. So here we've got, don't mind my undies, but we all wear them, don't we? Unless you like to go commando. We've got bras, underwear, my nippies here. These are like shorts, boxer shorts. They're like the ones from Jerf Avenue. They're cotton. They go with these tops over here. I got all my belts here. I think I'm gonna stack them sideways though. I like that. And here are dress socks. So more fancy, formal, I guess, looking socks, dress socks. You know what dress socks are. And then my jewelry case. And that's smooth, like we like that. Here we've got all of my workout gear. This fits very nicely. I'm so happy with this. All of these here are my leggings, and then these here are my sports bras. You can see I have a color when it comes to gym gear. I have one long sleeve Lululemon workout top, and then underneath I have like a sleep t-shirt. Here are all of my other socks, like they're my more everyday sporty socks, workout socks, some wool socks for the winter, and then I've got some bathing suits. In here are my tank tops, tube tops, and a couple of sweaters. So all here are my rib tanks, tube tops, and bodysuits. Some more tank tops, bodysuits. I have a wool cardigan here, wool cardigan in here, and then in here we've got things like my sweatpants, hoodies, jogger pants, more like sporty kind of stuff, but athleisure, but still clothes, whatever you call that category. And then here are my dress pants. And then I figured you may be wondering, where are my jeans? So I had one of these left over, and I just stuffed 4 pairs of Levi's into here. And I actually really like the way that looks. I have room for one more here, and then maybe like a longer one. So I might do that, and I can just kind of grab and go. And I really like how chill and easy that is. Tip number 8 is to use hooks. I find that door hooks provide more really handy, sneaky vertical storage that's so often overlooked. A great renter-friendly option are these command hooks. They have all kinds of different styles and weight-bearing options, so you can find something to match your aesthetic without having to drill any holes anywhere. And nothing's gonna fall down. These are solid. In this closet, we added 2 command hooks on each door, and I use them now to hang my hats, my fast-moving purses that I'm wearing a lot, and they really just free up a lot of countertop space. Number 9 is underbed storage. If you have a small space in a small closet, underbed storage is kind of a given. I ended up having to store my extra jeans under the bed because they didn't really fit in the wardrobe, but it's fine because underbed storage is quite easily accessible. You can get all kinds of underbed storage, from drawers to plastic containers or even cloth ones. I generally prefer the plastic ones because they're really good at keeping pests and bugs out, but you have to be sure to air out your clothes every so often to prevent them from getting musty and all gross. Some form of underbed storage is a given in most small spaces, so don't forget about it if you're in need of some quick and easy storage solutions. And finally is to utilize off-season storage. So the thing about having a small wardrobe is that it's small. So depending on how many clothes you own, you might have to capsule wardrobe it up a bit. Most of my clothes I'd say are 12 mowers, as in I find I can wear them and reach for them 12 months out of the year. So that's what lives in my closet most of the time. But I do keep anything more seasonal like heavy sweaters, hoodies, jackets, boots, and even bathing suits, unless it's summer, away in storage. This way it just creates some separation in your closet so all of your stuff is not stuffed into one place. And when the seasons change, I'll pull them out and do another organization. So make sure you subscribe so you can see more videos like that. Shameless plug. So those are some of my favorite renter-friendly tips to organize a tiny wardrobe and still be able to keep it clutter-free and cute looking. As you can see from my own closet, you don't necessarily have to be a minimalist or keep a tiny capsule wardrobe to be able to keep your closet organized and tidy, and it's not necessarily going to feel too cluttered and overstuffed either. So if you have any tips that help you keep your small wardrobe organized, leave them in the comments down below. Sharing is caring after all. If you like this video and you want to see more small space organization tips, make sure you leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really mean a lot. Thanks again to AG1 for sponsoring today's video, and remember the link is below to get 5 free travel packs and a year supply of vitamin D K2 drops with your first purchase. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday. Love ya. Bye.